this reading might be serving as a heads up, but I think whoever I'm speaking to kind of already knows. There's like a self-awareness here that you already know that the way that you want to go about things is not really the way that is going to work out for you. Okay, so I have the King of Swords and the Hierophant. You know that there's a right way to do things. I think you're being a little firm with yourself in a way that, like, maybe you've been firm with yourself for so long. Maybe you are tired, you've grown tired of the rules, I suppose, right? The Knight of Wands and the Devil, it's like, so you want to try something new. We want to get out and do something different. But again, there's a self-awareness here that says that, like, I mean, why haven't you done it different yet? And why also has it grown to this point where it's like, this is kind of giving, like, I want to hit the F it button in a way that, like, maybe we can not do that, And then here you are with the Four of Cups saying, like, well, I guess I'll wait, or like, I'll see what happens. But that's kind of what got you into this position in the first place of, like, really wanting that change. Five of Wands, the World, Knight of Swords, Six of Cups. Damn, yeah, I feel like some people in this collective kind of really want to get something off of their chest. The Lovers here really want to get something off of their chest and say something that, like, would break. This is very, also, I'm filming this the day before Thanksgiving, and this is a very, like, fighting at the dinner table type of energy that I'm picking up on. It's very, like, who's gonna say the thing, I've got, like, so many things running through my brain right now. Like, if you say the thing, yeah, Five of Cups, and it's transverse, like, it will help you feel better about something, but what's the cost, right? There's something here about cost. The Fool. What is, I suppose, the point of this reading? Like, what's the guidance here? What does this person need to know? What is collective? Ten of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay. I think the inner battle is getting way too, it's getting stretched out in a way that is, like, that's why I think you're at this point where you're like, well, let me just hit the F it button. But what people are expecting of you in this situation is to be like Queen of Cups. And you're kind of sitting here like, I'm really tired of being Queen of Cups. I'm really tired of, like, seeing all sides of things. I'm really tired of meeting people where they're at, right? While I'm seeing this as kind of like being passive, or like falling into people pleasing a little bit. It's like we can be this, like, sweet energy, Page of Cups, and, like, that's what everybody wants. And, like, yeah, there are benefits to that, but I don't really think that's, like, your thing anymore, dude. I think that, like, you might be in a place where something different is ready to come out, right? Like, with a death at the bottom of the deck, it's kind of like, oh. Okay. Death at the bottom of the deck is like, there's no question. Like, we're tired of doing things one way. It's time to try something new. I'm kind of curious, the other parties that are involved, like, what is the best way to approach other parties involved? Because I would say, like, well, what are they expecting of you? But, like, what is the best way to approach this considering other parties involved? Okay, we've got the Sun, the King of Swords again, and the Eight of Cups. What would it take for you? Oh my God. Every time, okay, so, like, I've been doing readings on live stream, or, like, just, like, here, and I've noticed that, like, my nose always starts, like, leaking now when I'm doing readings. It's really interesting. What would it take for you to see, to have the sun shine out of your ass a little bit? Like, if there's something deeper here that you're gonna have to address, The Six of Wands, Page of Wands reversed, Two of Swords. Okay. There's something about this that you're not seeing, and that's why the impulsivity is coming through, because you're only able to see like a certain like narrow pathway. You only know what you know, right? And what you know is that something in you is agitated by a situation, a person, a dynamic, etc. I'm hearing the word like overgrown, and so maybe you just kind of want to like rip it up, you know? I given that King of Swords energy, it can be very similar to like the King of Wands. The fault of this might be like a narrow way of viewing things. And so if we flip this script a little bit, right? Eight of Cups, King of Swords, the Sun. This is hard because when you have an impression of someone or a situation and you're like, that's my experience with this, and this is what I'm set. Like, I'm really channeling someone who's like, no, like, this is what it is, and I'm annoyed, like, I'm done, right? But what do you want to be prideful about, right? Like, does that behavior bring you pride, or would a different type of behavior bring you pride, right? Like, think about your performance and like what you're showing people here, because I think that that's being brought into question a little bit, right? Intentionality in your action is being brought into question. Like, what is your intention, right? If you were to say something or act out, speak up, what are you hoping to gain from that, right? Or what are you hoping to uncover? What are you hoping to unveil? What is your end goal? What is the end game here? The Two of Swords suggesting that we take a little bit more time to think about this. Can I get a card for other parties involved? How are they being represented? The Nine of Cups, to what I said about people pleasing. This is someone who seems to kind of have it all. So maybe you're looking at them like you're full of it, you know? And maybe people are kind of contributing to that table, acting like this person's just the bee's knees, right? Yeah, the Empress at the bottom of the deck, but what's under the Empress? The Knight of Wands and the Nine of Swords. There's something about this person that feels like an imposter type of situation. And so, like, what do you gain from airing anything out, right? What do you gain from naming the imposter? Is that something that is going to give you lasting benefit, or is it something that's going to give you like short-term satisfaction? Is it going to, like, emotions are like the weather, and what I'm picking up on here, it feels like a very emotional experience for someone, and the weather is meant to be interpreted, and it comes and it goes, right? It's not here to stay. So when looking at this situation, I'm seeing someone who, like, really, I hate to be reductive. I really hate to be reductive, but granted, like, this is a timeless reading, but the portal that I'm in right now, we are a day before Thanksgiving. How frequently are you really, like, gonna be in a position where this is agitating you as much as it is, right? This isn't about keeping the peace. This is not about keeping people happy. This is about maintaining your sovereignty. Who's taking you up out of your bag, right? This is not, and I would encourage you to think about this different. This is not about, okay, objectivity, right? Can we remove ourselves? Can we remove our emotions from the situation? That's really the challenge here. This is not about keeping the peace or keeping someone happy or keeping things like at ease, because I feel this very strong urge to be the disruptor. You can be the disruptor. You don't need to lose your sovereignty in order to do it, okay? You don't need to flip all of the tables just to be hitting that one table. Just be like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, if you want to hit that one person, do you need to hit everybody else too? There are more subtle ways to handle whatever is in front of you that are honestly much more effective. It's gonna be fine.